With the imminent release of Assassin's Creed Syndicate, in this video, we take a look at the top 5 games in the near decade-long franchise's history so far. Number 5 is the game that started all, the very first Assassin's Creed. While the first Assassin's Creed game was by no means perfect, not many new IPs turn out to be absolutely perfect anyway. The game had its pacing issues with the story, and obviously the most known complaint was how repetitive the game was. Still, the very first Assassin's Creed game left a strong starting point for the series, and left Ubisoft a lot of ways to improve the game in future iterations that we did end up seeing. But at this point, how can anybody forget about the first Assassin's Creed game with Altair? It's definitely one of the milestones in gaming that led to one of the most successful franchises in gaming history, and this was actually one of the games that made a lot of people buy the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3. While by today's standards, it's definitely not an exceptional game, the first Assassin's Creed game is still worth your time, especially if you want to know how the series started and how it's evolved over the years. Number 4, Assassin's Creed 3. Assassin's Creed 3 was the final entry in the Desmond series of games, and Assassin's Creed 3 also definitely had its problems, especially with the story. The game's main character definitely wasn't the best, but Assassin's Creed 3 did excel in its gameplay and how vibrant and lively the open world in the game was, which was set in 18th century Boston. Assassin's Creed 3 also did a fantastic job of actually integrating the history into the gameplay, which was great. The visuals were very good at the time and the game was very colorful. Assassin's Creed 3 was also one of the biggest commercial successes in the Assassin's Creed franchises, selling over 12 million copies. Once again, AC3 definitely wasn't perfect with its story, but as far as gameplay and the open world goes, it was an absolute home run. Number 3, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. The second game in the Ezio series was one of the best games in the Assassin's Creed franchise. Many were surprised to see from going from Assassin's Creed 2 and going into Assassin's Creed Brotherhood because we weren't getting a new protagonist, we were sticking with Ezio once again. Nonetheless, in 2010, Ubisoft delivered with Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. Assassin's Creed Brotherhood was more of the same from what Assassin's Creed 2 offered. It offered great gameplay, pretty much the exact level of quality. The only knock on Assassin's Creed Brotherhood was probably its difficulty. The game was very easy. Even if you were being chased by 10 or 20 enemies, it was very easy to combo off on them and kill them all. While that did make you feel like a badass, the game was a bit too easy. Still, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood was a fantastic Assassin's Creed game, and a game that anyone that's a fan of open world games needs to check out. Just make sure you play AC2 first. There's definite story continuity when you're playing Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. Speaking of Assassin's Creed 2, number 2 is Assassin's Creed 2. Assassin's Creed 2 is arguably the greatest video game sequel of all time. It took the quality of Assassin's Creed and just amplified it even more. It fixed everything wrong with the original Assassin's Creed, added more content, added more variety, got rid of the repetitiveness. Assassin's Creed 2 is just what every game sequel should be. Ubisoft looked at Assassin's Creed, saw what they did right, saw what they did wrong, and just built Assassin's Creed 2 to make it one of the best open world games of all time, and they delivered. It started the story of Ezio, who is probably the most beloved character in the Assassin's Creed series, and Assassin's Creed 2 even led to 2 sequels, the aforementioned Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, and then finally Assassin's Creed Revelation. Assassin's Creed 2 was just a fantastic open world game, one of the best video game sequels of all time, arguably the best, and it's a game that everybody needs to play. And finally, number 1, it's Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag just took Assassin's Creed and just amplified it a whole lot more. You added a way bigger world with the sailing mechanics, you could sail to different islands and regions, the graphics were just gorgeous, especially if you were playing on a PC or the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. The main character in Edward Kenway was fantastic, and the story was great as well. Sometimes I wonder why they just closed out Edward Kenway's story with Assassin's Creed 4 instead of continuing it on with future games. But it is what it is. Nonetheless, everyone needs to play Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. It is a fantastic open world game with gorgeous visuals, a fantastic story, a great main character, the great combat, the great music. It just felt like you were a pirate, and Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag just did a great job in every aspect of its single player campaign. You have to check out Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, and if you're a fan of the Assassin's Creed games and you haven't checked out Black Flag, what are you doing? Pick it up right away. So thank you for watching our countdown of the top 5 Assassin's Creed game. What do you think? Do you agree with our list? Do you disagree? Do you think a game is ranked too low? Do you think a game is ranked too high? Let us know in the comments section down below. And as always, guys, have a great day, and we will catch you guys in the next video. Goodbye.